Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is April 14th. It is 12:12 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. Today, a beautiful green day in the market. Bitcoin coming in at 6,905. I'll take it. All right. What is sentiment on Binance, where most of the volume is? Longs 52%, shorts 47%. They are a bunch of cynics over there at Binance, so if they are long, I'm definitely taking that as positive market sentiment for Bitcoin. Looking at the Dow Jones, looking at the S&P 500, looking at the Russell 2000. All have a green candle today. Russell 2000 is struggling to keep hold of a little green doji. Let's hope for the best, little Russell 2000. You can do it. We believe in you. All these are working in upwards channel to challenge the 200 moving average maybe in the next couple of days. That will be interesting. If we can get above that, wonderful. All right, looking at the dollar and looking at gold. The dollar last couple of days, downwards channel. It is approaching the 200 moving average on the daily. That will be quite interesting if it gets to the point where it's going to bounce or cross under. One to watch. That will be an interesting time in the market for sure. Let's hope the dollar turns around. Looking at gold. Gold upwards channel last couple of days. Beautiful green candles. Well above the 200 moving average. It's not moving up too quick or too slow. Beautiful organic growth. So if we look here, dollar dumping and gold is pumping. In this time of global craziness, this is what I would more expect to see. Maybe we are moving towards a more sane time of positive recovery. Sound money is rocking. Fiat is not, no matter how much you print it. All right, the daily. Bitcoin on the daily. All right, green candle today. Beautiful. Red candle yesterday. Do note the MACD on the daily. It is very close. I don't like to see this. I would like to see the tangent of the MACD, the blue line here, be going upwards like that. Not kind of with the tangent right now. You can see is downwards basically. It's aiming down. So we definitely want to get this aiming up. Let's hope for a close today with the MACD's tangent on the daily heading upwards. When the MACD does cross negative and cross positive, a lot of retail traders do trade in and out of Bitcoin. So that is one to watch. Always I found it to be a very unique and good indicator for Bitcoin. Definitely the daily MACD. Keep an eye on this. I have an alert in trading view. If that gets close to crossing negative, I will definitely be evaluating some of my hodl to tether. Not financial advice, that's just what I do. All right, on the 2-hour chart, there's this range, 6,600 to 6,800. We have been ranging there for quite a while, and you can see there definitely is previous support and resistance there in the chart. And if I was to fire up VPVR, you would see a lot of buy-sell volume there for sure. So I'm kind of seeing this as a spot where if we can get above it, which we have, it's definitely a good place to look for support. Also, the 200 moving average is right at 6,800 exactly right now. That's the 200 moving average on the 2-hour chart, coming in at just about 6,800, give or take a few dollars. All right, and the MACD on the 2-hour chart, very, very, very positive. That is beautiful. The SAR indicator is in the green, although I'm seeing a little bit of a red candle coming in. Maybe we're going to see a little bit of a dump. Well, if we can keep above this 200 moving average, which is right on top of this area that we've been ranging recently, 6,600 to 8,600, if we can make this support, wonderful. Looks like we can. Powerful MACD on the 2-hour, and at least a tenuously still positive MACD on the daily. So we're looking pretty good. I'm feeling like we got some stability here. I don't see us, I would hope that we don't dump lower than 6,600. That's definitely one of my alerts that I have set. If we get too close to 6,600, if we start getting below that, that will be a time where I start looking to jump ship possibly with some of my hodl. All right, this is what I noticed. Back on in the beginning of April, we were approaching the 200 moving average, which is the white moving average here. The blue one is the 314. So we were beginning to approach that, and as we got over it, note this. These indicators, these are some of my favorites. The ADXDI histogram, the SMU binary decimal candles, and the TTM squeeze and momentum by Drekken. You can find all those on trading view, if you know where we were in the beginning of April and where we are now are somewhat similar. The trend moving average had a slight tangent towards down, and it was also very close to the 314 moving average. And now if we look, the directional index was just turning green. The ADX was about 33, 34. The binary decimal candles were just beginning to trend green, trend positive, and the squeeze momentum indicator was after being negative for a bit, it began to trend positive. So what I'm noticing here is we're kind of in the same spot. We're approaching a slightly downtrending 200 moving average. 314 and the 200 moving average are very, very close to each other. Here you don't really have a upwards channel leading up to this here, but when it pumped, now you do have a bit of an upwards channel. And the indicators are not exactly the same as far as the ADX. The ADX is definitely low. It's like it's under 10, I think. So it needs to get perked up a little bit, but that's fine. The directional index is in the green. You can see by the histograms. And then of course the binary indicator is just turning green, and the squeeze indicator is in the green. So it looks like when you look at these two charts, they're very, very similar here. It's a short time frame. I know it's the 45-minute, but do look, last time we actually made this crossover, if you just start from where you might have bought in when you had a confirmation that we were, let's say so you bought in after we got over the 200 moving average. If you'd gotten out the first time the super guppy indicators had rolled red, that would have been 13%. If you'd hung out a little bit longer through that until you approached the 200 moving average with red EMAs and the super guppy indicator, it'd have been like 11%. So to me, it looks like we might be on the short time frame sitting up for another one of these moves. Just my take on it. That's what I observe. All right, I've been a member of Blockchain Education for over 2 years. Join and watch this welcome video. Auto signals, auto enter, auto sell, and then of course, most importantly, you learn to trade. It's all about blockchain education. So learn to trade, also get into automated trading. It's been working for me. There's calls those are all programmatically created, algorithmically created. Also, there's ones that the analysts make there, oftentimes with input from the members that are in the 24/7 chat, and you can get auto entered into those also, or you can manually enter into those. There's so much going on, I would not even know where to start, but come join the team. Click the link in the description, learn more, join, and I'll see you there. With that said, obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak cannot stop you, failure can't stop you, only you can stop you. And it looks like, I don't know, I'm digging this setup. I am digging this setup. Take care. Bitcoin is a peaceful revolution. I'm glad you're here. See you tomorrow.